Today I'm going to talk about mucus and starches. So I have not been sick since 2004, so that's a long time, 21 years. Yeah. And why do I don't get sick? In my opinion, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist. I have my ideas of how things work and starches. I found through experience that all starches give mucus, eliminating mucus through the airways. All starches, but some starches make more mucus than others. For example, rice is okay, potato is okay, sweet potato is okay. The only kind of starch that really gives me mucus is bread, and not pasta, not really. So I get a bit of mucus even from potatoes, from rice, from sweet potatoes, all of that. But I think there's something added in bread that makes the body wrap this crap with mucus. Because mucus is not the problem. Mucus is just what we noticed, and that protects us against the toxic things that we are trying to get rid of, if you're following what I say. So sadly, the delicious bread is not so good for us. I eat small amounts of bread, not so much. I avoid it, but not 100%. I can have bread maybe once a week or sometimes twice a week, but I really avoid having bread, 3 times a day. That's too much, way too much. So when I was a kid, and a teenager, and a young adult, I had so much mucus coming out of my nose, my mouth. It was horrible. I don't know how to describe how bad it was. I was using so many hankies, so many tissues every day. It was horrible. I was irritated here all year long, not just in winter, but all year long. And I think it was due to whole grain breads. Because still today, if I eat some whole grain organic bread, I get so much irritation and I have a lot of mucus soon after. So every time I have that. So it's important to observe what we're doing and change only one thing to make sure that that thing is incriminated. So when I have bread, I actually prefer white bread or rye bread. I don't like these whole grains overall. They just don't work for me. I don't know if it's the case for you. So my life now, it's very low in mucus, low mucus excretion, and it works very well. And it works so well that I have not been sick for all this time. So I became a vegan in 2010, and I was not getting sick very often in my 20s because I bought my own food and I did not buy that whole grain bread. Well, my parents gave me that, they thought they were doing well, but that whole grain thing doesn't work for me either. I prefer to get a baguette or some white bread or rye bread that tastes good also, but it doesn't give me any problem. So when I was young, I loved chocolate, cheese, and that kind of stuff. I didn't like meat very much, but I was addicted to cheese and cacao. Anyway, I think the dairy products are really bad for us, that they give osteoporosis and tons of mucus, and I'm better off without it, clearly. And now if I start having too much mucus, I say, stop having the bread and it will go away. Simple. Every time it works this way. And also, to eliminate that mucus faster, I just drink more water so that it flows more, and then I'm done with it faster. That's my system. It works well, and I thought you would find it interesting. And now I'm going to show you what I eat in a day on the side. It's very simple. First is fruit, always fruit for breakfast, and then for lunch either have some more fruit or I have some lean starches and some vegetables and a lean sauce. And for dinner it's starches and some vegetables again. It's very simple. I don't have coffee, I don't have tea. Cacao, chocolate, very rarely, maybe once every 2 or 3 months, and it works really well. So drink enough water, eat your carbs, the simple ones and then the complex ones, avoid bad combinations, and that's it. I don't need any animal products. What else? I avoid oils. Sometimes I have vegan junk food, but it's not needed. It's just me being weak and doing what my husband does. And something else that I noticed, when I exercise and I eat lots of bread, I don't speed very much. I don't have much mucus. It looks like the exercise is burning the crap from the bread, if it makes sense. I found that exercising is a great way to detox faster. That's it. I hope you found it interesting and see you soon.
60 bananas a day. Run the fuck away.